got you, yep, I see it now.
Go ahead, call the Livingston Municipal Planning Commission to order and welcome everyone tonight. Happy to have you here. We're going to move right on down the line here with the approval of September the 25th, 2023 meetings. Hope you all got to look those over, and if you have, I need a motion that they be approved.
I so moved.
Matilda?
Second.
Second, Bruce. All for, let me know by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Motion carries. Item number 3, consideration and final site plan for event center to be located on East Main Street and Goodpasture Street. Cooper site plan.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. So what we have is a site plan submitted by Cindy Cooper to transform the residential structure that's located on East Main Street and Goodpasture Street from a residence into an event center. The site plan is there in front of you. There is going to be no outside new construction, so the footprint's going to remain the same. There is no parking requirements due to the fact that it's located in the C2 Central Business District. Christian's had a chance to also look it over, and I'll yield to him to see if he has any further comment regarding this. Yeah, and the one thing that needs to be, and I'll turn to the group that's representing Ms. Cooper tonight, is that once this structure is converted into a commercial space, it can no longer be used as a residence. And so I made sure Ms. Cooper was aware of that last night. So it would lose what's called its non-conforming status. And then it, like I said, it would only be used for commercial spaces going forward. And I just want to let the record show that they're shaking their head yes, and that they understand what I'm saying to them.
Do we have any more discussion? If not, I need the approval. I'm sorry, I thought someone, okay. I need the approval of the site plan on this as printed, and as Tommy Lee has just discussed that with us, as all of us, so I need a motion on it that it be approved.
I'll make a motion.
Have a motion by Bruce, need a second by Matilda. All for, let me know by saying aye. Aye. Okay, motion carries. Thank you. Item number 4, consideration of final subdivision plat for property located on Superior Street and Chestnut Street, Cole Division.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We have the Patricia Cole Division subdividing 3.85 acres into 5 existing lots located on Chestnut Street and Superior Street. Their proposed lots would range in size from 0.23 acres, which is just a shade over 10,000 square feet, which is our minimum requirement in the R1 low-density residential district, to 2.85 acres. The new lots are zoned R1, as I said, and are served by an existing 6-inch water line and existing 8-inch sewer line, and would comply with all other requirements of the subdivision regulations and the zoning ordinance. Christian, this was presented at a department head meeting, and could you please report on the findings from that? That's an R1. That's an R1 zone, Bruce. That's the only thing that's allowed in that zone.
Are they planning on building these homes and selling them, or are they going to sell the lots, and then someone build on them?
As far as I know, they're planning on building homes and then selling the lots.
Okay.
Do we have any more discussion about this site plan?
Is there going to be an issue with the water, Christian, in the back area that you were talking about?
Well, I mean, there is 2 access points to.
Any more discussion? If not, I need a motion that the subdivision plat for that property be approved.
I'll make that motion.
Robert, need a second. Second, Matilda. All for it, let me know by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. Thank you. Item number 5, consideration for preliminary subdivision plat of property located on Hillview Road and Ironwood Avenue, Matheny Division.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. What we have is a preliminary subdivision plat submitted by Justin Matheny. Purpose is dividing 10.7 acres into 9 proposed new lots located on Lakeview Road and Ironwood Avenue. The proposed new lots would range in size from .50 acres to 1.90 acres. The proposed new lots are zoned R1 low-density residential and are served by an existing 6-inch water line and existing 8-inch sewer line, 2 existing fire hydrants, and would comply with all other requirements of the subdivisions, regulations, and zoning ordinances. This plat was also presented at our department head meeting, a week or so ago. Christian, if you would give us the findings of that meeting. Chief Dow?
Yeah, like he said, there may be some issues with fire protection on some of the lots on the location, depending on the spacing on the hydrants there. So that's just something we need to be aware of, that may be required to put in some hydrants.
Yeah, Chief, I believe that what we were talking about, just so that developers can hear this, possible concerns on lot 1, lot 9, I believe lot 5. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Just due to the depth and how far back they are.
it just depends on where they build the structures at on those lots.
So, I mean.
Well, there's a hydrant right along in here, and then one right in
Yeah,
there.
one right there as well. So if they were to build closer to the front, it probably wouldn't be as bad, you know.
Yeah, it just
If you
depends on.
get, farther back from the road, the more issues that you're gonna have. So regardless, you guys are gonna need to work with Chief Dial and, Public Works Director Peak, with regards to this. But as far as the layout of the lot, it meets all of our requirements. And one of the things that Robbie and Justin, that I would just, when you guys keep, if you were to receive final or preliminary approval tonight, before you were to receive final, you would need to, like I said, speak with Chief Dial and speak with Dwayne Peak and probably Jerry Dale Kennedy as well. Make sure you talk with all of our department heads with regards to this.
Is there road access to the back lots?
Yes, Ironwood Avenue for Lot 9, and then,
What about that one in the middle?
well, there's, I don't know which one you're speaking of. So, you talking about this?
No, I'm talking about the other side. No, that one.
Right here? Ironwood Avenue.
Oh, it's going down that one. Okay. That's about as wide as a street, a driveway. That is wide as a driveway.
It's 50
That piece
feet.
of property?
It's 50 feet.
Okay. Interesting.
Tommy, I would like you to go over and give us the motion that you're saying right now, and how we need to put it up.
Well, Mr. Chairman, I mean, we can grant preliminary approval for this, and I mean, that's all that really needs to be in the motion. I'm just letting them know, you know, before you get your signatures, Wayne Peak, Jerry Dale, Kennedy, and Chief Dial, you'll have to speak with them and get their blessings on everything before you even bring it back in front of us. So you need to take care of all that stuff on the front end before you bring them back in for final approval. There won't be any infrastructure, to my knowledge, that'll need to be put in. You'll just need to consult with them to talk about possible building footprints to make sure that you're not burying these houses in the back of these lots to make it difficult for our, you know, for the services that will be provided to the residents to get to them. But, so, I mean, just preliminary approval will be fine as far as the motion,
Okay.
if that's the will of the committee.
All right, do we have any more discussion with anyone on this? If not, I need a motion that we move ahead with the preliminary site plan right now as presented.
I make a motion, we approve.
Okay. Bruce, we have a motion made by Bruce, second by
I'll second it.
Matilda. All for, let me know by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, thank you all. Thank you. Okay, item number 6, discussion regarding administrative approval of plats during months without a planning commission meeting. Tommy?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, this is just continued, this is actually, we can actually consider it tonight if it be the will of the committee, and that is for the administrative approval of subdivision plats that are 2 lots or less, requiring no variances in months where there are no meetings. Now, that can be whether the meeting is canceled, such as in December where or in May where we typically don't have meetings, or months where we don't have a quorum. And it would simply be for those plats submitted from meeting to meeting. So, for example, in November, after we have our November Planning Commission meeting, any plat, 2 lots or less, that's submitted between that 4th Monday in November and that 4th Monday in December, I would have the ability to administratively approve it along with Robert's approval. Anything submitted after that 4th Monday in December would go on the January agenda. It would not be eligible for administrative approval. It's only in that space between meetings if something is submitted properly. Now, these plats tonight that we have reviewed would not be eligible for administrative approval. They would just have to go on the regular agenda for consideration. Tonight, say if we were not to have had a quorum, these would just have had to go on to the next month's agenda. But if we would have had a plat that was 2 lots or less with no variances, then once we determined that a quorum wasn't present and we had to cancel our meeting, then I could administratively approve those, and those folks would not have to wait until the next month.
Yeah, we've had the problem with this, getting enough members here due to sickness and other things at time and time, and we had people here with their plats and everything for approval, and it kind of looks bad on us, I guess, to have to turn them away this way. So I'm very much in favor of us doing this. So I'd like to have a motion that we go ahead and let Tommy do what he presented tonight, so it would help us in an event that we do not have a quorum here to take care of the people that's here with their plats and stuff ready to have it done. So I'd like to have a motion that we go ahead and approve this for Tommy to do this.
I so move.
Matilda made the motion. Second, Bruce. All for, let me know by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries, Tommy. Okay.
Huh?
Yeah, thank you. before we adjourn tonight, is there any comments from anyone in the audience that needs to come from the planning commission tonight? You're going to have the opportunity right now to do that. All right. We want to see if we had that problem or any questions whatsoever. So thank you all for being here, and I need a motion that we adjourn. Bruce.
Let's adjourn.
Okay. Second, Matilda.
I guess.
Robert's for. I'm for. Thank you all.